Hey guys, Brian back again. It's Monday and Saturday was free comic book day, and it was kind of a madhouse at the shop that I work at because it was free comic book day. And I gotta say, between free comic book day and the release of the new Magic the Gathering uh, Journey into Nyx set, I had a very, 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 very busy 4 days from Thursday to Sunday. I think I put in probably 40 hours in just those few days. Yeah, so I really didn't pick up that many new comics or free comics because, when they came in a month ago, the delivery guys just dropped them out in the parking lot on a pallet that weighed literally a ton. So I moved all the comics into the gaming center. From there, I had to put them all out on tables. We busted them all out into long boxes so they could be distributed between the from the different stores. But the problem, or the thing with the free comic books, is that there are so many of them, and they take up so much space that we had to move them around. Like for the last month, it seemed like every other day we were moving them here or there to make space for gaming and things at the gaming center. So I, for one, am very happy that Free Comic Book Day is over with. Yeah, so it was cool though. But I'm glad it's over. And the funny thing is, out of all the free comic books that came out, I only picked up 4 of them. And a little something else that I'll show you guys in a second. So I'm going to just show you what I picked up on Free Comic Book Day. The New 52's Futures End Zero Special Edition. Um, I I picked this up because I didn't even notice it originally when we were reboxing the books. I guess I just didn't get this box, but I noticed the poster in the shop. This poster was hanging up in the shop, and what struck me about this is the artwork. I'm not sure who did it. I haven't even opened the book up and looked yet, but there's a guy named Travis Charest, I think is how you pronounce his last name. He used to do Wildcats back in the day, and this looks similar to the way he used to draw Lady Tron, and I really enjoyed the way that he did his work, and this is reminiscent of that to me. I could be wrong. Probably isn't him. I'm not even suggesting it is him. I just am saying that it's reminiscent to me. That it looks similar to what he did, and I really enjoyed his work. So when I realized that we had this as a free comic, I picked it up. Um, Next up, picked up Rocket Raccoon just because it's Rocket Raccoon and it's a Scotty Young. It's a Scotty Young cover, and I love the Scotty Young covers. So yeah, I figure why not just grab this one. Now this next book answered a question for me, and it's a question that I had. It was like, when the fuck did Venom join the Guardians of the Galaxy? And this book answers that question. And you know what? I did see this book. I saw this cover a month ago, and it didn't really. I guess I just didn't pay attention to it. It didn't dawn on me that Venom was going to be a Guardian of the Galaxy. So, like in the regular book, it would have been nice if the regular Guardians of the Galaxy book had been released after Free Comic Book Day, so that you would know how he got there in the first place. But anyway, I read it. I like it. It's pretty good. So next book I got was, and I got this simply because I don't know if it's a TV show or if it's just a Netflix show, but there's a show called The Guild, and I watched it on Netflix, and it's the first couple of seasons of it are kind of like silly, corny. I mean, the whole thing is silly and corny, but um, excuse me. But the first couple, it gets they've gotten better and better with their production. So, like the first couple seasons were really kind of corny, but with the production value. But The Guild is a pretty funny show on Netflix. So it's about like not they don't say wow, they just call it the game. So it's like those kind of folks, and it's pretty funny. I haven't read the book yet, but the show on Netflix is always cracking me up. So if you got Netflix, give it a shot. It's pretty funny. Next up, I picked up Amazing Spider. This one I had to pay for, folks. It's the Amazing Spider-Man #1, the Pop Man variant, and I picked this variant up because he was in the store signing autographs all day on New Comic Day or Free Comic Book Day. So yeah, that's his signature right there, Pop Man. Um, he just signs it Man, MHAN, and his first name is Pop, and I really wasn't familiar with his work before, so I got online and looked up some of his stuff. He also had a portfolio of his original artwork for pages from like the He-Man and Masters of the Universe. I think that's what he's working on now, and I gotta say it's really really nice work. So I was very happy to get um, the variant cover for Amazing Spider-Man that he did, autographed by him. That was pretty cool. Next thing I got, he was also doing sketches for free, and they were on, everybody's picking up the Amazing Spider-Man blank and having him do a Spider-Man sketch or something. Like one guy, he had this one of the customers, excuse me, he had. I'm sure most of you seen the Spider-Man where it's Spider-Man on this half and like Peter Parker's face on this half. It's kind of the portrait. Well, one of the customers had him do that for him, except for he did the customer's face on half instead of Peter Parker. And for a sketch that was probably done, very quickly, is very nice. It's pretty cool. But by the time that I got done messing around with the Magic Gathering stuff and actually had a chance to go over to the and get a book signed by him and get a sketch done by him, the store was out of the Amazing Spider-Man blanks. So the owner asked me to go pick out or go grab a box of blanks that we have for shows, and it's just full of different titles that are the sketch covers or the blanks for people to so that people can kind of get through those and have them do something else instead of Spider-Man. So I picked out the Amazing X-Men #1, just because I was trying to think of a character that he probably didn't get asked to do a bunch of on Saturday. So I picked it out, and my original idea was I was going to ask him to do Nightcrawler, but then I was like, I'm not really, who knows how detailed he could get on that in a short period of time. So I decided just to ask him to do a Bamf because they're kind of cartoony looking guys, and I figured it wouldn't take him too long to do it. Plus, I was like the second to the last person to get something done by him, and I figured he was about ready to go home. In fact, he'd stay there, and he was scheduled till 3 o'clock. I didn't get to see him till like after 4 o'clock, so he'd stayed. And Popman, he was a really nice guy, at least for my interaction with him, which wasn't very long, just a few minutes. Because, like I said, he's doing autographs. He did some amazing sketches on other people's books. Went into more detail for them. Just amazing stuff. And I just figured, the guy's been there over an hour longer than he was supposed to, and he's been signing and sketching all day. So I just wanted to ask him to do something that's simple for him to get through. So he did a Bamf for me on this cover. And see, that's me, Brian, and that's his autograph. And so yeah, I'll definitely be hanging on to this just because it's the first book that I've ever. This is the first time I've ever met a comic book artist anywhere and ever personally gotten an autograph from him, let alone getting a sketch. So yeah, I'll be hanging on to this one just because I think it's pretty cool. Now, these next books I picked up on Free Comic Book Day. If only they had been free. So y'all know I'm working on my Avengers run. So I actually picked these out of a box a while ago. I just finally got the manager to put a price on them the other day for me. They've been sitting on my pull box for a while, but I picked up the Avengers #88. It's not a high grade copy. It's probably a good, very good kind of range, but I think it was $10. I'm very happy to have it. Can't wait to finally, get my face in there and check it out. Although this guy on the right, yeah, he's not the guy on the right. Looks like a weird fly character. This guy with his eye, one big cyclops fly thing. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. I plan on getting into it soon and checking it out. Now, we're going to go back to the Spider-Man theme here for a minute. I've only got 2 more books, so it's not even going to be... It'll probably be longer in a minute because I ramble. But anyway. So anyways, we're going to go to Spider-Man. And this book is one that I have a vague recollection of reading, not the comic book when I was a kid, but as I recall, it was one of those really big books where they did the comic book like that big, like a huge version of the comic book. And I have a recollection of reading that. I know it wasn't the comic book, so I'm pretty sure it was that. I'm pretty sure they did it. I could be wrong, memory fucks with you when you get old, right? But anyway, I picked up, oh, you saw it, Amazing Spider-Man 101, Morbius' first appearance, and Spider-Man's got too many arms, and that's one of the things that kind of stuck with me. You know what? Maybe I saw a cartoon of it. I don't remember. I remember at one point when I was a kid reading or seeing Spider-Man where he grew these extra arms. So anyways, this is actually a very nice copy. There's one major flaw with it and some minor ones, but the major flaw that I have with it is, hold on. As you can see right here, it's got a little piece taken out of that corner of the cover. Other than that, it's a very, very nice copy. And then the other flaw that I have with it is that ding right there. But I mean, all in all, I paid about $75 for it because, well, I paid $100 for it, but as an employee, I get a little knockoff. So yeah, it's first appearance of Morbius. It's really a shame that Morbius comic that they released last year didn't do better because he is an interesting character to me. I just don't think they handled him well last time. Yeah, so Amazing Spider-Man 101. Very happy to have this. This is a book that's actually been on my radar for years. I just have never actually seen it, and I haven't looked for it on eBay because I just haven't. But very happy to have this book. Now the next book I got is also Amazing Spider-Man. Excuse me. So anyways, it's a pretty solid copy of this book. One flaw up here in the corner where it's got a crease, but it's not too bad. It's not really super easy to tell. So this is the first appearance of Morbius, and this is the first appearance of Venom. This is a really nice high grade copy. So I took it in can for this one for about $150. I'm really happy with it though. It's a nice copy. It's I've got this from when I was a kid, the original with Newsstand, because everybody fucking thinks Newsstand is so much better. But anyways, all my books from when I was a kid were Newsstand, so I don't think they're that special. But because it's from when I was a kid, this was in 88. So I probably wasn't taking as good a care of my books then as I obviously do now. So I thought I would find one that's in much better shape. I do have another copy that I bought recently. I've got to take a closer look at it because I only paid $15 for that one. Now there is on the edge of the book, it's really, really slight. It's not, the edge of the covers aren't smooth. They're kind of like serrate, like something chewed on them. But other than that, with that copy, it's really nice. So yeah, this is my free comic book day haul. I've got another box full of Craigslist books. This guy has been trying to sell his books for at least a month, and I've been sending him emails, and just not really able to connect and get out there because they're in Arlington and I live about 25, 30 miles from Arlington. So I haven't really had a chance to get out there and check them out. So I remember a friend of mine who doesn't live very far from me who works in Arlington. I was like, duh, why don't you just have dumb shit go pick them up for you? So I gave my buddy a text and I'm like, hey man, I sent him the ad from Craigslist. I'm like, hey dude, you go pick these up for me. I'll give you the cash for them tomorrow. Don't go over this amount. And so he did. And it was funny because Pete sent me a text after he got the books to just, man, do you know how heavy these freaking comic books are? Just complaining about them. Like, and I kind of chuckled because, hell yeah, I know how heavy comic books are. Oh, and another thing, I'm here to tell you right now, I don't care what anybody says in the world, Free Comic Book Day comics weigh at least twice as much as regular comic books. I don't care what you say, they're heavier. My back says so. So moving on from that. So I've got this copy or this box full of, actually it's a tub. It's a tub of comics. You know, those little plastic totes. So anyways, it's full of comics. The ad said 300 plus. I haven't counted them yet. I'm in the middle of rebagging and reboarding them because that's just what I do. As soon as I get any books from anyone, I rebag and reboard them. So one of these days when I get through that, it should actually be really soon. I might have a new video up again tonight, but I wouldn't hold my breath. So anyways, folks, yeah, thanks for watching. And oh, hey, dude, one more thing. I just want to say thank you to, sun's coming out. I'm getting white as hell right now. So anyways, I just want to say thank you to, you know, the folks who do watch my videos and comment on them. I don't always comment back. Not trying to be a tool or a douchebag. I hate emails. I hate text messages. I'd rather speak to somebody, and kind of comes through in the way I interact sometimes on here. And it's not, I'm not doing it because I'm a douchebag, although it's probably some of that. I'm just lazy about comments. I read them all, and I appreciate every one of them, and I do comment back on some of them, but I generally will wait to, you know, throw out one comment thanking everybody who's commented. So like, thank you, Tim. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you watching my videos. Mike, Vin Crew, dude, you're pretty cool. I really enjoy your videos. You've always got some hidden treasures to bestow upon us, and not just the comic books, but you've got a wealth of knowledge about them. Now, that might just be because you're sitting behind your computer hitting Google, but whatever, man. I still appreciate it. Scott X, flea markets are the best. I don't really have that many flea markets in my area. I wish I did. I wish I had some cool ones that seem to have the wealth of books that you are able to pull out, and those are awesome. Let's see here. There's Adam. Thank you. You're probably usually one of the first people to watch my videos, because a lot of times I don't even do them until later at night because I'm kind of a night owl, and you hit them up first. You're usually the first person to comment on them. So yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, there's a lot of other folks out there that I really appreciate. Peter Parker, I really like your videos. Your stories that you have behind individual issues is pretty cool. Hippie, I don't know if you watch my videos, but your videos are pretty cool. The knowledge that you have of comics, plus they're just pretty funny. See, I'm looking over on the side trying to see if anybody's names that I'm forgetting. Oh, Snow Rabbit. I haven't really noticed any videos from you recently, but I do enjoy your videos. I don't know. I've subscribed to a lot of people, so I miss a lot of new videos popping up in my feed. Jockiest Nerdiest. Yeah, I think you and I may have started on here around the same time. So, and I do like your videos too. They're pretty good. Thank you. So, anyways, I'm gonna stop right now because I'm rambling, and it's already almost 20 minutes into this. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. Take it easy and peace out, yo.